I see it. I know. It looks like she's shooting me. That was not by design. So Sicario follows Emily Blunt. She's an FBI agent who's enlisted by this government task force run by the suspicious Josh Brolin and the mysterious Benicio Del Toro. And while she's very capable and comes in with good intentions, she slowly starts to figure out that she's in way over her head. She's kept in the dark about the true intentions of this group, and she's taken down this rabbit's hole that leads to some really sinister consequences. So let's get into it. First of all, the director of this movie, his name is Denis Villeneuve. I think that's how you pronounce it. He's come out with 2 movies recently, both of which I absolutely adore. The first is Prisoners with Jake Gyllenhaal and Hugh Jackman. Second is Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal and Jake Gyllenhaal. And he's also been tapped to direct the new Blade Runner sequel, which is fine by me, because after seeing this movie, this director is probably my favorite director directing today. I said directing a lot. But before talking about him, let's touch on a few other elements of this movie that worked brilliantly. First of all, acting, brilliant. Across the board, Emily Blunt, Brolin, Del Toro, they're just phenomenal. Especially Emily Blunt, because like I said before, her character can really hold her own. And Emily does a really great job of subtly showing how she's losing control of her situation and that she's becoming very, very vulnerable. I don't see any Oscar contenders here, but it's just really great work all around. The same can't be said for Roger Deakins though, that's for sure. That son of a gun is getting nominated, and if it wasn't for The Revenant coming out, I'd go as far as to say that he's a lock to win for Best Cinematography. Whether it's the camera slowly panning in on a dead body in the opening sequence, or the otherworldly feel of these vast landscape shots of the Arizona desert and the border and the city of Juarez, or a scene where Emily Blunt's unit is walking the desert right after sunset and they're trying to find this mysterious tunnel and they slowly start to blend in with the landscape and it feels like they're walking into hell. Every single shot of this movie was filmed flawlessly and it just took you to another world. And good God, the musical score to this is just, it's unbelievable. You want to talk about adding suspense. I never felt safe when that musical score came on. And I can tell you honestly, the first thing that I did when I left the movie theater was buy the soundtrack to this thing. It is awesome. I don't regret it for a second. And while it's great that all these elements of the movie are so superb, it doesn't ensure a great movie. But luckily, in the hands of Denis Villeneuve, everything comes together in this movie. He's able to take these elements and create this overwhelming sense of dread and tension that I've rarely seen before. I just felt like there was this impending doom that was coming for me that I was unaware of and couldn't possibly understand. It reminds me of that scene where Del Toro tells Emily Blunt's character that nothing will make sense to your American ears, and I was like, that's what I feel. I feel completely out of the loop. I feel totally vulnerable, and I feel like that was a choice by the director to make us feel what she was going through. I did, however, have a couple quick negatives to mention. First of all, the middle and kind of into the end had some pacing and tonal inconsistencies for me. And compared to some other really suspenseful scenes earlier in the movie, the climax just didn't quite get to that same level, and I thought it was just kind of a missed opportunity. And the use of night and thermal vision in the climax really didn't work for me. It just felt very out of place. However, I did love the last 3 or 4 minutes of this movie. I thought it was really impactful, and I love where they left us off. Quite frankly, this is my favorite movie of the year so far. I can't stop thinking about it, and I saw it like 4 or 5 days ago. And despite a few problems that I had with the movie, I fully intend on seeing this several times in the theaters. So according to my grading scale, which you can see in the description box below, I gotta give Sicario a 5 out of 5. Anyways, guys, those are my thoughts. Take it or leave it. But what do you guys think? Are you excited about Sicario? Are you a fan of this director? Have you seen Prisoners or Enemy? Let me know in the comments section. I'd love to talk about it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you like this, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you'll get notifications whenever I come out with my weekly movie reviews. So we can do this again soon. I'll check you later.
Check you later. Check you later.
Hey, man, get off my case.
Man, chicks don't want to hear that shit.